Hello! So today is the infamous hamstring day. Nordic girls, I want to get 10 reps. 10 reps is like really good, you know, not just for me but in general, I believe. So I'm really excited. Although I'm fucking tired from the last few trainings. I've been going hard on the pistols and then the upper body days with a lot of volume, and now I'm feeling it. But you know, like I said in the previous few days, I have some stuff left to give, so that's why I'm gonna continue training a bit over my potential, you know, or my capacity I should say. So today maxing out again, and if I get 10 I'm satisfied. But yeah, I feel it in my run at the moment. I'm going slow, but it's tiring. So what I want to talk about is eggs and baskets. You know, everyone has so much time, so much energy, and you kind of have to look for yourself. Where do I spend the energy? Where do I spend my time? And for training it's the same, you know. It's easy to set up a goal or multiple at the same time, but if you have multiple goals, then the problem becomes, how do I split my energy? So for me, I want pistol squats, I want Nordic curls, I want planche, I want front lever, and then on top of that I would like to run a marathon someday. Yeah, very nice, but to do all those 5 at the same time is quite difficult, you know. So that's why what you usually have to do is you have to kind of take a look and say, hey, which one takes priority at the moment? And for me, at this point in time, I would say my legs are priority. So like pistol squat and Nordic curl are kind of like priority, because you know, like I mentioned all the way in the beginning, is I've been skipping leg day for quite some years since I started training. So they're behind the rest. I mean, they've gotten a bit bigger, but in terms of strength, I believe they have the most growth potential out of my entire body. So for today, what I'm doing is I'm running slower, because yeah, I want to be better at running too, but I'm gonna back pedal a bit, you know. If I run fast today, even though I'm feeling tired, I'm not gonna have energy to do my Nordic curl. You know, you can, how do I say it? They say it in English, you have like the eggs in the baskets. So everyone has so many eggs, and like a basket is your goal, and you can put all your eggs in one basket, and then you'll make very good progress on that goal, but all the other stuff will stay behind. And if you take some eggs away from that one basket and you put it in another, then sure, you're gonna make progress on multiple fields, but it's gonna be slower. And if you split your eggs amongst too many baskets, well then it might be the case that you don't make any progress in any of the goals that you set, because there isn't enough investment in any of them. The baskets aren't filled enough. So that's what you really have to look out for if you're someone that's goal oriented, if you're someone that has multiple goals. But on the other hand, if you are someone like that, like, hey, I want to do 1,000 things at a time, if you can master like distributing your energy, I think you'll get quite far, you know. The biggest thing is for people to get started in general. They don't have a goal, so they don't know what the hell to even do with their eggs, with your time and energy. But if you start training and you already know, oh, I want to get a strong planche, you know, I want to get strong front lever, I want to get good cardio, good for you, you know. You might not be able to do it all at once, but the fact that you know, hey, I want to hit there is already a good start. So if the skill you have to master is distributing your energy, then I think you're good to go, you know. So that's what I have to do over the next couple of days as well. Every day is gonna be some kind of big PR, you know. Today the Nordics, tomorrow volume on the front lever, and then lastly the pistol squat. That's gonna be difficult, so yeah, to focus on all three of those, I'm gonna take as much eggs as I can from anywhere else and just focus on those goals. You know, today everything is in the Nordic curl. Tomorrow everything is on front lever volume, and the day after everything is on my legs, you know, my quadriceps, to do some pistol squats. So yeah, and that's how I go about it usually. So I'm gonna finish this run on a slow pace, and then when I get home, it's time to hoist, time to go for those Nordics. 10 Nordic curls would be just so insane. Come on, I can't wait. Alright, last warm-up felt good. I don't really want to talk a lot because I'm quite nervous for the max attempt. I really want to get 10, because if I don't, I'm not gonna get to attempt it for a while, so the pressure is high. Yeah, let's just go for it. Alright, we didn't get 10, but I gave it my all. I can be happy with this one, and it's still a PR, you know. 9 reps, 3 times better than my plateau, my limit for a few years ago, or until a few months ago even. So yeah, I really can't complain. Now it's just do the finishing part of this training, reset, and get stronger. Whew, holy fucking shit. Alright, so on the last set, I felt more tired starting out than I did last time when I maxed out the Nordic curls. Still, I got 9 reps. I think my form might have been a bit worse, but I'm gonna take it anyways, you know. So nothing can be done about the result anymore. I'm not gonna try again next time. So all that's left to do is basically get some basics in me. I'm gonna do the bent hip Nordic curl again. I'm gonna skip the holds at the bottom today. Just get some extra volume in with the bent hip Nordics. I added some extra weight again, so I have my backpack here. It's loaded with 6 kilos. And basically, it's gonna be like a mix of a back extension and a Nordic curl, you know? So first I'll do it with a bit of weight, and then I'll drop the weight and do more reps and more reps. You know the deal. Holy shit. This is way harder than the 4 kilos last time, because last time I held the weight here at my chest. Now I'm doing it in my neck, so I'm feeling it twice as hard, I feel like, and it's more weight as well. But it feels good, you know. The pressure on my hamstrings is insane. I'm gonna try another set of these. It's so heavy, it's insane. Alright, I'm gonna lower the weight and do another set. Oh, whoopsie. Okay, so the reason these bent hip Nordics are so much easier with just the 4 kilos rather than the 6 is not only the weight, but also the way I use the weight. So with the 6 kilos, I put it on my neck. And for the 4 kilos, I just put it on my chest here. And the reason it becomes easier when I put it on my chest is because the lever is smaller. I am applying power from my ankles, you know. So here, the power comes from the stairs. And the further out the extra weight is from the stairs, the more I have to have like this lever effect to keep the weight up. Like if you try to lift a hammer like this, you know, if the weight is further out, it becomes more difficult. And in the same way, like the 6 kilos are heavier in a way than those 4 kilos relatively. So that's why, yeah, it's, even though it's only a 2 kilo difference, there's a big difference in like how heavy it is for my hamstrings. Anyway, I think I figured out what I want to do. So doing each of these weights, so 6 kilos, I did 2 sets. I'm gonna do these 2 sets as well with 4 kilos, and then at the end 2 sets of just body weight, and that will give me a good volume finisher for this training block. Oh fuck, I'm seeing stars. Alright, now only body weight. Alright, let's save some reps for the last set and then we're finished. Hold on. Nope. Never mind. Alright, I think I got 6 or 7. Whew. Okay, it was a good training. Let's talk about it. Okay, let's sit down and discuss. Because I don't want to stand up anymore.
Those last sets, especially like the high volume, high rep ones, like I hit 15 reps on the bodyweight bent hip Nordics. Those you kind of feel, you know. You stand up and you're like, oh, I thought quadriceps were supposed to prevent me from standing up, but in this case it's the hamstring as well. And also the lower back, my god. Like I mentioned one time before, I deadlifted 180 kilos on my first attempt ever in my life. The reason I was able to do that, in my opinion, is because of front lever, of course, as well, like the upper body part. But when it comes to lower body, purely these Nordics, you know. At the time I was able to do, I think, maybe one bad Nordic, but also I was doing a lot of these bent hips ones. And when you do the bent hip version, basically you have a back extension. And especially because I had the weight in my neck today, like you're basically doing a back extension. And these you feel really hard on your lower back. So you do the Nordics, you do the front lever, you'll get a massive deadlift. But anyway, as for today, really happy with the result. I did not get my goal, but this time I know I was in the zone. I did everything I could, and then I got 9 reps. So my best effort was 9 reps today, and I'm really happy with that. So today is the last day of attempting my max on the Nordic roll, because you can't just keep attempting your max. I mean, you can, but I think your progress will stagnate quite rapidly. And for me, it's starting to stagnate now, because if you do these all-out sets on such a heavy exercise, your body will know about it, you know, not only your muscles, but also your nervous system. It takes time to recover, and actually your nervous system takes longer to recover than your muscles. So to build strength, because that's the goal, you know, I build strength, and from that I get muscle hypertrophy. From that, you know, I get basically whatever result I'm longing for. So I'm aiming for strength, and there's multiple aspects to that. One, you have these max attempts where you really just fry your body into the oblivion. And then secondly, you also have like building strength phases where, you know, you're not peaking into something into one set. You're basically building your base, and because your base is getting stronger, then after it you can peak again to new levels, you know. So I will have to start building my base again, because basically I peaked the shit out of my previous training block. But yeah, the way I will do that is I will do higher volume. I will be a bit more concerned with form, getting the right activations in my muscles. And how I'm gonna do it, I really didn't plan that far ahead. I mean, I was only focused on today on getting a new PR for the Nordic. And I'll see. Maybe I'll do some finger-assisted Nordics with some extra weight, maybe, because I was doing 10 sets of 10 reps for 5 sets before with just body weight. So maybe I'll add some weight to that. Another option is that I'll go a bit lower rep with multiple sets for Nordic curls. Try to aim for like 15, 20, 25 Nordics in one training. But yeah, that's really something I still have to figure out. Although I do think I will keep doing the bent hip Nordics at the end of each training, because I really feel them in my hamstrings and my lower back, like I said. It's such a good exercise. Okay, so tomorrow we have upper body again. So tomorrow is going to be last heavy upper body session before I take a rest. And basically the goal there is to just beat previous training again. So on the previous training I was able to get one good set with the push-ups on the planche, and also I was able to get like 20 pull-ups, 20 seconds of front lever, and then 20 presses in front lever. So I'm going to try to up those both, and if that happens, then I'm basically happy. But for that I'm going to have to recover quite a lot. So yeah, I'm going to take a quick shower, have some good food, get a good night's sleep, and I'll see you tomorrow.